Merry Christmas to all viewers that are here to do another review for SpongeBob's Road to Christmas. Same thing with It's a SpongeBob Christmas. Both reviews will be released the same day, so keep an eye out, guys. So anyways, I watched this episode 2 times before I did this review. So I watched it the day I watched it there on YouTube because someone put the whole episode there on YouTube, uploaded it. So I watched the episode. Want to give it a shot to see what I really think about the episode. So I watched it again, and here I am doing the review. So yeah, same thing with It's a SpongeBob Christmas. I watched both episodes. I watched that episode there on Netflix. I watched this episode on YouTube. So yeah. So what do I think of SpongeBob's Road to Christmas? The one that you probably all are anticipating to know what I think about this episode, and it's something. So let's start with the episode opening. So this episode opens up with SpongeBob singing, I think Jingle Bell song, but this is a SpongeBob version. But yeah. Anyways, he's getting ready. Let's see to find out that Santa's gonna open his presents. So pretty much he puts this present for Santa under the tree, and then Santa comes in, finding out that he can't actually fit to the chimney. He decides to shrink himself, so he goes inside SpongeBob's door, puts the present there, but of course he accidentally hits the present without actually finding out that it's actually for him, and it's behind the couch the entire time. And also 7 months later, SpongeBob never noticed that, or even Patrick or Gary or Plankton. And there's a present that was dated 212 days ago. So yeah. So SpongeBob's pretty much sad about this. Patrick pretty much enters the room, says that his crime was amazing acting, which is pretty funny. So Patrick like, why don't you give the gift to Santa and just travel to the North Pole? So SpongeBob's like, that's a great idea. So they decide to hit each other along the process so that they can go to the North Pole, which is a bad idea. So they knock a bunch of stuff. We see Mr. Krabs and some random dude in the street. So they pretty much hit Plankton, and Plankton's like, if I go with them, I'm gonna change my position from the naughty to the nice list from Santa. So he decides to tag along with their crazy adventure. So he decides to show them his new way of transporting to the North Pole on this like fishbowl type thing. And for some reason, there's no like door to close the fishbowl because since it's open, how come it'll probably knock over? All the water will knock over. So yeah. Anyways, SpongeBob, things can happen. So they go inside the fishbowl, and then they decide to transport down to North Pole. And it's been like 1 day so far. Plankton decides to sleep, and SpongeBob Patrick decides to sleep down the floor. And when Plankton wakes up, and turns out they're at the North Pole, and then they're landing, and Plankton's mad at Patrick because he pretty much destroyed the fishbowl car. So they go and meet Santa. They meet some robotic elves, and they meet Santa, and turns out it's Patchy the Pirate. Now I'll talk about Patchy in this review because technically SpongeBob actually meets him, and he's part of the story, and he's animated as well. So I guess I'll talk about him. So anyways, SpongeBob meets Patchy. So yeah, this is the second time they met. Right after Big Birthday Blowout, so everyone's like, hi Patchy, whatever. So they're pretty much like, how can we get to the North Pole? So Patchy decides to show them a way to get to the North Pole. So we get this like next shot where we have this goofy little like shot. It reminds you of the last movie when the gang are going to the Scotland. The same animation's probably used here. I don't know why Vincent Whaler or probably some of the other writers got inspired of that movie. So yeah. So the characters go to the North Pole. They're finally there. Everyone's freezing. Patrick eats Plankton because he thinks he's a popsicle. So they pretty much at the North Pole. They're pretty much about to give Santa's present. So there's a big elf. Yeah, compared to elves, SpongeBob, Patrick, and Plankton, they're pretty much rats. So they're about to give Santa his present, but they think they're Halloween trick-or-treaters. Yeah. So they kick them outside, and they give them candy canes. So they decide to go inside by SpongeBob's style of going there like a Santa Claus. Plankton's inside already because he wants to do his position anyways, just in case he forgot. So they go inside the chimney, and they pretty much get run in with a bunch of the elves. And the elves believe that they're about to steal it. Oh, by the way, Plankton actually ends up running into these reindeer people, and they're pretty much about to fight him. Which I don't know why, but I don't really like the animation between these reindeer people. I don't know why, but I don't really like it. So they go to the Christmas tree, they put a present there, but the elves come in because there's actually an alarm and stuff right there. So they all fight against each other. This is from the episode I don't really like because not a very big fan of the fighting scene. Just took me out of the episode entirely. So since they're all being distracted, reindeer, elves, SpongeBob and Patrick are fighting. Plankton finally gets his chance to do his plan. He does it, and for some reason no one knows it. And Santa comes in, and he's like, "What is going on here?" So yeah, I forgot to mention Santa's actually out of the North Pole. He's actually, I think, with the Caribbean, I think, something. Yeah. So Santa, I don't know if this is the same voice actor from Goods on the Moon, but it feels like he's the same voice actor from that episode. So if he's the same voice actor, comment down below and tell me if it is. If not, I'll probably check the SpongeBob wiki. So yeah. Anyways, they talk to each other, and Santa gets the present from SpongeBob. He opens it, and it's revealed to be the formula, the Krabby Patty formula. Plankton comes in, tries to get it, but turns out it's not the formula, it's a letter for Santa. So Plankton decides to read it, and SpongeBob's like thanking him for like all the good stuff he's been doing and stuff like that. Santa, of course, is like a thank you SpongeBob type thing. So they pretty much go back to the Bikini Bottom. This is months later after that incident. So everyone's celebrating Christmas. Mr. Krabs gives Plankton a bunch of coal, and SpongeBob gives Plankton a picture with him, SpongeBob, Patrick, and Patchy during that road trip 7 months ago. And they want to thank him, and one day they're gonna destroy us all. So Plankton's, of course, get a little teary-eyed, and he will destroy them all. Ending the episode, Plankton yelling on his robot and ready to destroy everyone with the Krusty Krab. Ending the episode in a comedic way. So that's SpongeBob's Road to Christmas. What do I think of this special? It's really good. I actually enjoyed this episode. Not as much as Christmas 2. Okay, I'll do the ranking of this episode at the end of the video. But yeah, overall, it's not as good as Christmas 2. Compared to this one to Christmas, let's find out in the ranking. So what I can say for the positives, I really like the story, I really like the characters. The animation's pretty good. Some of the parts when the elves are talking, especially the part when they're at the door, the elf is talking to SpongeBob, Patrick, and Plankton. Yeah, the animation's a little wonky. She's like, she's like, don't really like that. It's just way too like, ugh. Not that I hate this episode, just saying that it's like, ugh. Don't really like it. So, the climax is probably the worst part in this episode because everyone's like, not really a fan of the fight scene here, just saying. And no one knows Plankton even doing his plan, which is really weird. Because most episodes, everyone pretty much sees him doing his plan, so they pretty much try to stop him. Like the episodes where Plankton steals the formula, they see him, but here they don't really see him doing his natural thing. So yeah, that's pretty weird. But overall, I enjoyed this episode. Now let's get to the ranking. Coming in last place, number 3. I hate to say it, but it's a SpongeBob Christmas from season 8. Now, I love this episode. Now, actually, I love all these 3 episodes. Just a disclaimer, yeah. But the only reason why it's number 3 is because I don't really find it as entertaining as the other 2, and the Patchy segments, they're okay, I guess. Not really the best Patchy segments in the world, and the stuff I mentioned in the review that I don't really like that's why it's kind of number 3. So yeah, number 2, SpongeBob's Road to Christmas, the brand new special that just premiered a few weeks ago. And it's pretty good. The only thing I don't really like this episode is the climax and the weird movement of the elf when she's talking to SpongeBob Patrick during the scene where she mistakes them as trick-or-treaters. Or the part that nobody knows Plankton doing his plan, yeah. Just like free samples. But still it's an enjoyable episode. Really enjoyed the characters. Good comedy. Definitely the best of season 13. So number 1, of course, everyone knows it, it's Christmas 2. No crap. So yeah, this is a very good episode. This is one of the best of season 2. Definitely like top 10 SpongeBob episodes. If you haven't seen my top 100 episodes remake, it's in the top 10. Yeah. and it's really good. I enjoyed most of the episode. It's a really good episode. Only one thing I don't like is where's Sandy got into episode, because she pretty much disappears after the opening. Sorry, I had to stutter. But yeah, overall, really good episode. That's all I can say. Patchy segments introduced, really awesome. Now, oh, right, I forgot to mention SpongeBob's Road to Christmas. They didn't talk about Patchy and how good the animation is, because his part in the entire episode is really good. We love the animation between him and Potty. I just like it. Only thing I don't like about the segment is that it's spoiled already in the promo. Why did you spoil the Nickelodeon? Why? It could have been an awesome reveal to find out that Patchy's there in the entire episode. And everyone in the audience would be like, what? But when you saw the promos, or when we saw the episode, it was like, oh, it's Patchy. Really good animation, but they spoiled it in the promo. So that's my review for SpongeBob's Road to Christmas and the ranking for the 3 Christmas specials we did review today and yesterday. So what you guys think of my reviews, and Merry Christmas to all, and this is the final review for 2021, guys. Now sorry, some reviews I actually tried to kind of tease this year didn't actually make it this year, but hopefully they'll be done next year. And don't worry, you'll get some Goosebumps content in the way, and there'll be some SpongeBob content in the way. Some reviews for for franchises like Scream or Halloween are probably gonna come up next year. Let's find out, guys, and have a good day, and Merry Christmas, and have a good New Year.